about how Dennis Schroder and Thomas Bryant could make an impact. And another thing that I wanted to kind of hit on is like with that, it also, if we wait to evaluate Dennis Schroder and Thomas Bryant, it also to see gives us an opportunity to see what our needs really are, right?
Yeah.
So, like, let's say Thomas Bryant it comes in and he's like a 15-8 guy, right, for the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Consistently night in and night out. He's hitting threes. He's coming in. He's contributing. He's playing solid, right?
Yeah.
Well, now you don't need Miles Turner no more, and then like let's say Schroeder is playing great. Let's say he's like a 15-5 guy, 15, 5
Yeah.
and 5. Like, okay, cool. So then now you don't need Kendrick Nunn, you don't need Patrick. So what do you need at that point? You probably need some wing defenders, some 3-and-D guys. So now you can look and see what deal would be the best deal for you. So that's the other thing too we need to take into account, that it might be best for the Lakers to wait on Dennis Schroeder and just this team to be healthy in general.
Yeah.
Because once they're back, everyone will be healthy. Give it,
You're
a
talking about
handful.
full LeBron, full everybody,
Yeah,
full. Yeah.
this full Schroeder, and like I said, if we go on, maybe we go on and we win. Like, what if we get them back and we go on a 7 or 8 game win streak? And it's like, man, okay, this team looks so much better. You got this, you got that, more energy, yada, yada, yada. Well, now it's like, okay, maybe we are only a piece or two away from being a legit contender, right? Because like if we get Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder, and now we look like a legit playoff team, because right now we don't even look like a legit playoff team. So
No, we do not.
Now we get Schroeder and Bryant. Now
in certain games we do, but not consistently.
Yeah, but I mean saying overall, right? So now let's say we get Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder, and we do look like it. We look like usually playoff teams are only like a piece or two away from being legit contenders. So now by waiting, you get to see what potential you need and what impact you can have via trade, where you can't do that right now. Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem, is like, yes, we could go trade for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, but what if Thomas Bryant turns out to be our Miles Turner? Then it's like we just traded for
a stretch though?
The same guy. No, not really. I mean, Thomas Bryant has been a great shot blocker. He's had seasons where he's put up significant points. He's rebounds. He's had monster games. He can shoot the 3 ball. Everything. I mean, it's not like super.
Who would you rather have? Well, I think you would say Bryant because of how injury prone.
I mean, Thomas Bryant has been dealing with injuries lately too, so they're kind of both the same.
True.
Thomas Bryant's just so much cheaper. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'd rather have Miles Turner, but like the difference might not be as much as people think. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the difference, right? So like, for example, in 2020, Thomas Bryant played 27 minutes, averaged 14 points, shot 42, almost 43% from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, basically a steal and a block, right? In 2019, he averaged 13 points, still again 40% from 3, 7.2 rebounds, 1 assist, point block. So for his career, he's averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds. Has shot 35% from 3. But you got to take into account is the first year with the Lakers, he played 15 games and only played 4 minutes a game. So, and he averaged 1 point a game. So if you remove that, if you remove the Lakers year and you remove the year that he got hurt, like he's basically a 15-6 guy, which is Miles Turner. Miles Turner is a 14-7 guy. So Thomas Bryant could be our Miles Turner. And so like if he does turn out to be our Miles Turner, why would you then go and trade for Miles Turner? You know what I mean? So
you really wouldn't. No, you really wouldn't need to, because that way, and you're going to keep your first 2 round picks. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, you could go get a bigger need, because if he could come in and be that guy, even if he's not Miles Turner, even if he's just like a solid center for us, right? Well, now why would you go get a center when you just filled that hole? Now you can go focus on getting other holes solved, which the Lakers have a lot of holes that they need solved. So
Well, they do,
that's
but what are the chances that these two come in, we go on a great run streak, and we realize, okay, we don't really need to do a trade at all. Like, do you see a world in which that happens? Like, no trade,
no.
we're good.
I think we do some sort of. I think we at least. I think absolute worst case, like let's say Schroeder and Thomas Bryant come in and absolutely kill it, and like we're great, right? And like let's say let's say we go on a 15-game win streak. It's crazy. It's like, man, we look like the best team in the league. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's say, right? I still think the Lakers trade Dennis Schroeder Beverly and Nunn, because you don't need them. Like if Dennis Schroeder comes in and he gives you, 15, 5, and 5, why wouldn't you trade Patrick Beverly? Why wouldn't you trade Kendrick Nunn and go get a piece that you need? Why not go trade?
Well, easily, because at that point, Schroeder's your second best point guard because he's not going to outplay Westbrook. The production's not going to be there. I don't see that happening. He could, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, but Russ, they're never going to put Russ back into the starting lineup. So,
well, no, they're not. But I'm just saying, like, I think your two best point guards are going to be Russ and Schroeder at that point. And Nunn and Beverly, which, just are your two bottom point guards. And out of the two, I would right now, I would probably, if I had to keep one or the other, I don't even know who I would choose because they're so flippy floppy in night in, night out. But more so, I think I would keep Nunn because Beverly has been kind of consistently bad, but Nunn has shown little spots here and there where he can go get you, 10, maybe 12. So,
yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's what's going to end up at. They're going to end up trading one way or another. I think because if Schroeder comes back and he's great for you, there's no reason at all to keep him. None. So at that point, you might as well just move on and be done. And or like I said, go do and go get pieces you need. So like I would rather them, like let's say Thomas Bryant is an absolute stud, right? And he's just fantastic for him. Well, then take Damian Jones, Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn, and go get Jakob Poeltl and Doug McDermott. Give up a first or whatever, and there you go.
Get some wing defenders,
all is right in the world type thing. I just think however you slice it, I think you're better off going that route than not. But here, let's answer these last few questions and we'll get on out of here. We're right. Also, does Dennis start instead of Pat Bev if he plays next game, or does he come off the bench to ease him into it? I would imagine they start him, that they bring him off the bench to start. At least the first game or two, so he can kind of get his feet wet instead of like throwing him in the woods. But I wouldn't be shocked.
But here's my thing right now, like anything that Dennis does right now is gonna be better than Patrick. Like he could come out and just cruise, and Dennis Schroeder's gonna go get you more points, more rebounds, and more assists. I kid you not, I would bet on it. Like I bet, if Dennis is healthy, he's ready to play. Like whatever production he comes out with, it's gonna be leaps and bounds.
Once we start doing trades, we should be fine after that. I agree. I think we'll be fine. Bryant backup center. Yeah, I mean you could have him start next AD, or you could have him be your backup. Either way, Thomas Bryant would be nice as the backup. To Miles, he would be. But my thing is, like I said, is that like if Thomas Bryant could be like a 15-7 guy, then I think that you go and you have. Like, why would you go then and trade for Miles Turner, who's going to give you the same thing when you have other needs, right? There's other players that you need, So I just don't see the point in doing that, Have Gabe back up 80 at the 4 yet. Winning Gabriel's been solid for us.
You're saying have Gabe back up 80 at the 4, then have I see. Okay,
right. Thomas Bryant back up at the 5. Thomas Bryant didn't look good in preseason. What are we talking about? Can't be too optimistic with him giving 15 and 8. Of course you can. Look, he came off a major injury the year prior. It's going to take time to get under his legs. He did have a couple games of preseason where he looked really good. It's not out of the realm of possibility after he gets a couple games under his belt that he'll get back to being what he's consistently averaged. I'm not asking him to do more. I'm asking him to just get back to what you average. like I'm not asking him to be a 30-point a game guy or a 25-point a game guy. I'm saying, what is his average? His average is around that, So can you just get back to being your average? Just preseason, just because he had a bad preseason. Look, Kendrick Nunn had a great preseason. So now
that point,
preseason
that
means
point.
nothing. LeBron James had a terrible preseason, and he's been pretty good, for the most part. How guys look at preseason, I don't care. What do they look like when they get to the court? And that's right. Yes, share, and subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we're only 8 subscribers. Hang on, 7. We are. Come on, we are. Update. Hurry up. Yeah, we're 7 subscribers away from 2,700. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Imagine LeBron, AD, Kyrie, and Russ